Hi guys, I have been playing more Noble Knight, even if I said I would stop doing that, but unfortunately there's not much else to do, so I have been playing like Noble Knight and Dragma non-stop. So I actually got way better at both decks, and I think both are really good for their own reasons. Noble Knight is a bit weaker because it relies a bit more on opening hand. However, unlike most combo decks, it has some options going second, which is really good. So I'm gonna show you three plays that many people have not explored, which I labeled like the Pro Gearfried, the Pro Bedwear, and the Pro Ogier. So I'm gonna show you first like Pro Gearfried. I think it's a correct one. So I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna explain you. I obviously stack the hand to get like to Ogier and equip a spell and Renault because I have most of the requirements. So I'm gonna show you. You first summon Ogier and drop Gearfried, which is like your most basic play. So you're going to either play Durandal is ideal because you're going to banish it for the cost of Gearfried. So yeah, you add Renault. In this case, I already stacked one Renault to showcase another hand, but it's totally fine. So then you add Gearfried back, and then you banish for Gearfried, and as you can see, then you can equip, after searching, you can equip Ogier to Gearfried. And this is an important point because at this point you made like 1, 2, 3, and 4 summons. You are completely protected from Nibiru or an Ash Blossom even, like. So then you can just proceed to make your standard non-light combo, which is like 5 Rex, and then Marsher, and then Token and Olion again, and then Roland, and then Charge Warrior for a draw, and then just Carly. And then Carly is going to get protected, and then you're going to do your standard grenade stuff, right? So, yep, that's pretty much that is the Pro Gearfried, which is like dropping Gearfried by either adding him to hand with Renault or summoning from the deck with Isolde, as I'm gonna show you in a while. This will protect you from 1 or 2 hand traps, or yeah, absolutely. It's going to protect you from 1 hand trap, which can be Nibiru, because you cannot keep it in less than 5 summons, or it's going to protect you from Ash and other stuff. These plays are a bit more complex, so I'm gonna show you this replay. The requirements for this play are always going to be 3 cards to be exact, which is like Borz or Gear. It really doesn't matter which. An Extender or a second Water Monster, and then like Renault or Durandal. So as you can see, let's check this out. So we're going to summon Artoricus, one going for Borz. Borz Durandal is like plus 1000. I don't know why people think this is bad. So then you go for your Olivia, and then you summon Isolde, and then you are going to add whatever, usually one card you are not going to use this turn. Then you're going to go for the second path of Pro Gearfried, which is mill 9. And at this point in time, like you have already used 4 summons up to this point, and you don't have an equipped spell. So you are going to put Queen on Isolde and get your 5th summon with Renault, right? So what happens here is that you can recover like the Hot Eclair, and then you put Hot Eclair on Gearfried, and then you can proceed. If something goes wrong, like you just have an equipped spell to negate the hand trap, right? And then you put this, and then you proceed to your standard non-like play, which is the same thing. Roland, then Charge Warrior, then Carl, and then Grenade, which is basically just the same thing. And then this is what we did. We set up an incredibly powerful play. Like at this point, I'm not even trying to play the other deck optimally. Just summon a bunch of dudes so I can showcase you. So at this point, like we make a very long chain. So yeah, let me show you. What happens here is that I summon a Roland with 5 Rex, trigger Roland's effect, then use this Roland's effect from Grave to equip to Corle, and then chain my trap to summon Bedward from my deck, and then he changed Glory for Destiny, right? On the only Bailey target he had at that point. So what I can do here is like pop the other level 4 monster so he can go Kostenin, and then pass the Hot Eclair to Astolfo. And then when he links up, Isolde search effect is going to be Chainlink 1, Destiny is going to be Chainlink 2, and Hot Eclair is going to be Chain 3. And you're gonna see what happens. Yeah, the card gets destroyed. And then I'm just flexing, but this is what I wanted to show you. So yeah, then I'm just flexing. I shouldn't have been even done that. So it's just to showcase how many crazy stuff you can do, right? So we basically opened like 4 disruptions: the Grenade, the Raigeki Break by Roland, which I equipped from the grave, the Hot Eclair Pass, and the Gearfried, right? That's 4 negates for 3 cards, and we still have a full hand to play a normal game if something goes wrong. And I'm gonna show you the same play with Ogier, right? So the requirements are basically the same. It's Ogier, Extender, and Renault instead of Borz. So yeah, we put this here. We add with Isolde, we mill 9 for the Pro Gearfried, and then we use Ogier to pass to Gearfried, so we are always equipped in this path. And we use Roland to recover Hot Eclair, and then we proceed as normal, right? It's basically the same play as that we always do. So now I'm going to proceed like Roland, Charge Warrior, Carly. That's pretty much it, right? So again, Grenade stuff, and we do stuff, and I made the same exact play, right? Like Brothers, the same chain links, everything is just the same. Destiny, Bedweir, it's just the same, just the same, right? So again, the outcome is going to be the same. I'm going to pop Borz with Carle, and I'm gonna pass Hot Eclair to Astolfo, and Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Chainlink 3 goes, Isolde goes, Destiny fizzles, and then I negate Astolfo just for the flexing, and it's pretty much the same thing, right? So yep, I just go for game quickly. So that's pretty much it. I decided to show you this plays because it's more or less what it is to play Noble Knights. They are a fairly complex deck, and many people really can't understand how complex the deck can get. So just these 3 plays. I'm gonna have more plays, which I deem it like pro plays, but they are like average plays. So I'm gonna show you later. Well, see you guys.